This is an answer to Rob's got a brand new camera and he doesn't make any videos. I'm a moron. Anyway, I'm messing with you, bro. I love you, and I'm the moron. And in a way, you're right. I don't make that many videos. I definitely don't do that many vlogs, even though it's easier. The novelty of high definition has not worn off enough for me to make standard definition videos again in any way, shape, or form. Therefore, that's why I haven't. That's why you hear me bitch about, oh, it's taking so long. I got DSL. It sucks. And it does. Trust me, it does. In fact, I was just talking to some people at my church yesterday about how much True Vista DSL sucks balls. And it sucks a lot of balls. Like if I took this box right here and filled it with balls, it would not be enough to hold all the balls that True Vista sucks. It sucks a lot of balls. Anyway, so you want me to vlog? You asked for it. Here I am, vlogging and stuff, and scratching my head because I'm a little sweaty. Because I've been out here for a while, actually. Because this is actually the 7th time I've tried to tape this, because I keep going off on tangents. And you were just yelling at Slacktive about going off on tangents and not really saying anything. So I'm trying not to do that myself. I'm trying to actually be topical, and I'm going to stick to a mental outline that I have in my brain and try not to go just off on tangents. Like that would ever happen. Anyway, so alright, let's get on topic number one. Topic number one: Slacktive smoking like a chimney so Santa Claus will come down his throat. That's gross. Yeah, Slacktive, I get you, bro. Believe me, I smoked for 25 years, and like I can't really say I've done anything for 25 years except maybe play guitar. Alright, play guitar and smoke. Those two things, I can say, well, I've done this for 25 years. I'm not proud of that. I don't know, the whole smoking thing. Guitar, yeah. Smoking, no, not so much. Because it really did mess up my singing voice. I mean, it made me, it kept me at a ridiculous 25 to 135 pounds. As soon as I quit smoking, I went up to 155. That's right. Now I'm this buff piece of man meat. Alright, well, maybe not. But I did gain a little bit of weight, about 20 pounds. I went up to 160, and then kind of backpedaled to 155 or so. But it's still better than being 135. It still makes me feel like a little bit more well-rounded person. Yes. Oh. See, you also kind of get a little nutty like this when you quit smoking. It happens. But yeah, dude, I feel so much better. Although, I will say, I still actually feel like I have nicked fits sometimes. I'm not kidding. It's been about 6 months. I quit at the end of November. And I still, to this day, I could light up and puff away without an issue. I know I could. I don't want to, and I'm fighting like hell to make sure that don't happen, because I worked way too hard to get to where I am right at this moment, being a non-smoker now, to go back and do that again. Because, I mean, it was not pleasant. I was not pleasant. I was not a nice person for at least a month and a half to 2 months. Of course, keep in mind, this is like the 3rd time I've tried to quit smoking. Alright, and every time you try to quit, it does get a little more difficult. No, that's not true. It gets a lot more difficult. It's nearly freaking impossible. And then you hate everything, and you want to blow up department stores and slash people's tires and eat flowers and just like step on puppies. And fortunately, I didn't do any of those things that anybody saw or can prove. But yeah, it was hard. I am now okay, but that's yeah. Just knock it off, Slacktive. Stop it. Stop it with the smoking. You're like a crazy person with all the smoking. It's you all smoking, smoking, smoking. That's not right. And that was my what's his name impression. I don't even know the guy. Car. Game on. I don't remember the guy's name. Is it Kevin Neely? No, that's not right. I don't remember the guy's name. I really don't. That did that whole thing. Shows how memorable he was, doesn't it now? What's it like to have your career be like all the way up here and then go splat? Just because I remember him? Don't base nobody's ideas on I'll shut up now. Anyway, yeah, quit smoking. Knock it off. Jordan. 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 Where to even begin with you, Mr. I mean, all right, you see how I am right now, like with my conversation being a bouncy ball? That's kind of how you are with the creativity thing. Because I understand that you had actually wrote Bork9 and all these other books like a while ago. Okay, I get that. I know you wrote them and you just been kind of putting them on the back burner and you're getting them all out now. But it's like, all right, let's talk about a little bit of consistency here. I understand that now you do this for a living, and sometimes you come home and you don't want to touch Final Cut Pro. You don't want to touch Motion. You don't want to touch any of that crap because you've been doing it all day and you're sick of it. Oh my God, if I see another frickin' timeline, I'm going to puke. Yeah. All right, maybe I don't know what that's like, and I wish I did. But anyway, the point is, what I'm watching you happen here is now you're going back to like the 40s and like trying to do old-time radio broadcasts, which I think is funny. Because I actually like the old-time radio broadcasts. I mean, Jack Benny was hilarious, and some other George Burns and Gracie Allen, and there was Fibber McGee and Molly. These are three that I got right off the top of my head. I know there's more. There was a lot more radio shows than that, but those were some pretty popular ones as far as comedies go. And let's face it, we're comedic. We should know this. We're comedic, and if we were going to write anything, all of us together, it would be some sort of comedy. I mean, webcams, even though it got a little topical at times, especially, you know, the zombie episode about, you know, zombies are people too. You know, that was very topical, and I think I think a lot of people learned a lot about that. In fact, Zaphod probably wouldn't have been the book it is and been as well accepted as it was if we hadn't like really raised awareness about, you know, that zombies are people too. Yeah, I know, that's retarded. I'll shut up now. Anyway, but what I'm watching you do is like, you're like, okay, well, let's see, my books aren't working. Videos didn't work. Now we're going to try something that was beat into the ground 80 years ago. Which it could work. I'm not saying it won't. But, I mean, there are already podcasts, and people listen to podcasts with no video. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And this comes from someone who actually used to listen. I mean, I know who Jack Benny is and everything from radio broadcasts that I've heard. I used to be on cassette tapes. Remember cassette tape? You might not be old enough. I had them on cassette tapes, and that's how I know these things. But because I wasn't actually there, I wasn't even sperm yet back when that was happening. That's how long ago it was. The point being, I see what you're trying to do. I mean, and I want all of us to be creative too. I don't want any of us to lose our creativity in any way, shape, or form. And if you're sick of the video thing, that's cool. I get it. You know, I mean, or it's just not working for you, or you just don't have the heart, or whatever. But here's what I am going to tell you to do, man. I mean, I'm holding a video camera right now that I just bought, brand new, brand spanking new, because I know I love this shit. You know, I know I love this. I know I want to make it bigger. I want to get bigger. I want to do bigger things. I actually want to have some friends, like, and start having a crew, because I just know. You know what my dream is? And I'm going to tell you this right off the bat. This is my dream. And this is really, if I could do anything, if I could make anything I wanted to happen, I would put a bunch of us all in the same room, in the same town, in the same vicinity, all right around each other for 1 year. Just 1 year. I mean, seriously, think about it. Think about that. What could we do if we were all located in the... If we all just for 1 year could go to the same boardroom and sit at a big table and talk about what we were gonna do that day. Think about it. Seriously. Would that be freaking amazing? I mean, yeah, there'd be days we probably hate each other and be at each other's throats because we're all creative people. And creative people can get territorial about their creative ideas, right? I mean, if somebody, you know, looks at an idea and says, I don't know about that, you kind of get like, huh? What do you mean you don't know about that? It's great, man. But anyway, point is, think about it. It would be freaking awesome if we could pull that off for 1 year. Let me tell you something, dude. If I won that Powerball thing, and I had, like, you know, a couple of $1 million coming to me, I would make that happen. I'm not kidding you. I would make that happen. I would somehow get all of it. I like, listen, just listen. I'm going to pay you for the next year. All right, you've got a job for the next year. If I got to pay your rent for you, whatever, it's done. All right, get here. I'll fly you here. I'll get you here. Whatever I got to do. We're all getting in the same spot for a year, and we're gonna make something spectacular, fantastical, because we can. Yeah, that would be awesome. I know it ain't gonna happen because I didn't win that Powerball thing. Neither did you. But I mean, think about it. That's my creepy think about it from, what was that movie with, what's his name in it? Oh, Falling Down. Yeah, the Nazi guy that was in the gun store is like, you know, it was like that whole thing with the can. Like, you see this? Empty. This was used. Think about it. This creepy guy. Nobody I could think of more deserved a knife in the gut. Anywho, all right, what else? So, yeah, here, you know what? Here's, you know, I really can't even say nothing about that to you because, you know, you're actually completing projects. You're actually completing, you're setting a goal and completing them. And I haven't so much been doing that lately, and that's bad. Part of the reason, well, no, I have, because I've been working at it, but, I mean, aside from work and the webpage I just did, and on the webpage that I'm working on for myself, and the possible 3 other web pages that I'm supposed to be doing this month, that just, like, nobody's in a rush for nothing down here, I'll tell you that. And getting hold of these people is like getting hold of a greased pig. Anyway, I'll tell you what, you know, you can count that I'm going to be watching what you're doing. No matter what it is, you know, even if you podcast or whatever, I will be watching. I will be listening. I will be getting the mail as soon as she drops it off, because here she comes. And I'm gonna dig it. And I still say that 7 inches is enough. Mail. 7 inches is perfect size, actually, for a letter, for mail, because here comes the mail right now. And I think I must be done because I'm not really saying anything anymore, so I'm going to shut up now. Bye.